A vote will be coming this week to possibly prevent a government shutdown, at least for a few months, until we deal with this exact same situation yet again a little bit later this year. Also in this video, I'm going to be giving you a quick update on the Farm Bill, as it will not be passing by the deadline of October 1st, which is literally a few days from right now as I film this video. So with that being said, let's get into it and talk about what they're voting on and the Farm Bill. Where do we stand, and what does this mean for you and your monthly benefits, as the vast majority of that legislation is on fixed income benefits for those people receiving food assistance. Let's get into it and talk about it. First off, can I ask a huge favor of you? Please make sure to like the video with the big thumbs up button right down below. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your support. Also, please make sure to subscribe to the channel as well with the big subscribe button again right down below. Only if you haven't done so yet. Thank you so much. Really appreciate your support. Thank you so much for watching, and let's talk about it. All right, so here we are right at the end of September, or rapidly approaching the end of September as I film this video right now. And what happens in just a few days here, the end of September is also the end of the 2024 fiscal year for the federal government, as in the new 2025 fiscal year for the federal government starts October 1st. Well, guess what? This is always the time of year where they need to come in and pass well over $1 trillion worth of spending for the federal government for the next fiscal year, which begins, again, October 1st. Well, guess what lawmakers haven't done yet? They haven't passed it. Well, as a result, if they don't pass anything, or if they don't pass an extension or a CR or stopgap bill, then guess what? We go into a government shutdown. Well, a couple weeks ago, I came out with a video and I talked about it and said, just get ready. Here we go again. This happens literally every single year, and we may be facing a government shutdown. However, we just got word that lawmakers will be voting this week, as in this coming week here. They will be voting on a short-term extension, as in a stopgap bill, to keep the current level of funding in the current federal government right now, at least until the mid part of December. So typically what they do, I mean, like I said this weeks ago. Again, I'm not trying to sit here and be like, well, hooray me, I was right. I'm not trying to say that, but it's so predictable. They do the same thing every year. It's not like a huge shock at all, okay? But anyway, they push this out, or they're going to be pushing it out for about 3 months, out until kind of the mid or end of December is when they're looking like pushing this out until, okay? So that'll be good. It's not a bad thing that they're doing this. At least they're doing something, because if we go into a government shutdown, I mean, it's going to disrupt services. And again, I know a lot of you here in the community that receive fixed income benefits. I've seen the comments down below in previous videos saying, hey, is that going to impact my benefit? Am I going to, are my checks going to end? Is it going to stop my benefit? Things like this. And I've said so many times before in other videos, no, you're fine. Doesn't matter whatsoever. If we go into a government shutdown, if we default, if the country goes bankrupt, whatever happens, you'll be fine. You'll still get paid, okay? So don't worry about your benefit there. Okay, so that vote is coming this week. I would anticipate, considering they're making literally no changes whatsoever to the current level of spending, they're probably going to pass this thing. I would anticipate there's no reason why they would not pass it. If they don't pass it, we've got major problems. But I would anticipate this will pass no problem, pass through the House, pass through the Senate, and then the president will sign it. And by the way, I would not be shocked one bit if they wait literally until the night of the 30th of September to get this signed by the president. Just saying. They usually do this. They wait until literally the very last minute. So that's kind of my anticipation. Even though they're voting this week, somehow they'll figure out a way to milk this thing out until the last minute on the 30th of September. Anyway, so what I want to share with you there. Now, let me take a minute here and talk about the Farm Bill, okay? So for the last, I'm going to be real with you, year and a half, I've had, I don't know, 5 videos or so probably talking about the Farm Bill. I'm just guessing. I don't know how many videos I've made about it. But the reason the last year and a half or so, this was supposed to be passed a year ago, this same time. The end of September last year, 2023, is when they were supposed to have the Farm Bill completed, passed. It's a piece of legislation they pass once every 5 years. They did not do it last year. They passed a 1-year extension from 2023 until now, 2024. Here we are a year later. It's kind of weird to talk about, right? Wow, a year already has gone by since there. Yeah, I know, a year. Wow, okay. It's kind of scary to think about, but there you go. A year has passed us by. But anyway, during that 1-year period of time, they've done literally nothing, okay? They've talked about it a little bit. Both sides have a proposal, but they're not coming together on the terms of that. The likelihood of the Farm Bill being passed in the next few days here before the beginning of October when it needs to be passed, because that's the beginning of the new fiscal year, like I said earlier, and that is when the Farm Bill needs to be passed by. I'm just going to tell you this much. It's not going to be passed, okay? We know this right now. I guarantee you they will not pass it. However, there's already been talk that they will pass another 1-year extension. So the likelihood of this getting extended for another year is very high, very great. That is what it's looking like as of right now, okay? So I just read some more information on this, and they said the likelihood of them passing a 1-year extension is very likely. So just be ready for that as well. Who knows? Maybe they'll pass it this week sometime, the 1-year extension. Maybe they'll attach it to the full year fiscal budget. I'm not sure how they're going to do this or where they're going to do it, but that is the consensus right now. They will not have it done by October, okay? So they're going to kick the can down the road another year on the Farm Bill, and we'll have to revisit this next year, okay? So I'll keep you posted if anything else comes out about this, but we've seen a little bit of information from lawmakers saying, hey, we got this. We're going to do whatever's in our power to get this thing passed by the deadline, October 1st. They're not doing it, so they're going to extend it out for another year. Is that good or bad? It's kind of indifferent. It's not like the best thing ever, because that means that they're not really coming in, making necessary changes to keep everything updated. By the way, the last time that this legislation was passed was in 2018. Do you think things have changed a little bit since 2018? Yeah, I think a lot of us kind of look back and think, man, it'd be kind of nice to go back to 2018, right? Prices would be a lot lower. The situation wouldn't be nearly as what it is today. I don't know. 2018 sounds pretty good these days, right? So anyway, that's kind of where we're at right now. Obviously, no rolling back the clock, but this is just what we're at, and they're going to push this out another year. So it looks like the end of September 2025 is going to be the new deadline for the Farm Bill. And again, I'm going to go out on a limb right now and just say this. I anticipate in 1 year from now, we will be dealing with a very similar situation to what we're dealing with right now. How do I know that? History repeats itself. It's just the same thing that we deal with every single year. It's like, it's so predictable. It's just like, I could be a fortune teller. You know what I mean, right? It's just so predictable. It's nuts. Anyway, let's worry about that later. But for those of you that receive SNAP benefits, food stamps, food assistance, whatever you want to call it, remember 83 to 84% of the Farm Bill is focused on these food assistance benefits. Nothing's changing there, okay? So don't worry about it. When it comes to the Farm Bill, I should say anyway. October 1st, which is literally in days from now, you've got a ton of changes coming in for SNAP. I have a bunch of videos here on the channel talking about it over the last, I don't know, few weeks here. Probably the last few weeks. I probably have 3 videos out talking about this because it's so big. So many different things are changing as of October 1st for SNAP. And who knows, maybe I'll bring you another one just to keep you updated right before we get the next update here and before these changes go into effect. I just want you to know what's going to happen here. I mean, a lot of things are happening, okay? So anyway, we can talk about that in a separate video. Who knows? Maybe I'll jump on here in a few days and make you another video about it just so you can be 100% aware of what's happening. It's coming, not a proposal, not talk, not theory, nothing like that. The real deal. It's coming October 1st for SNAP. A lot of changes. Anyway, just help you out a little bit. I hope this keeps you informed. For those of you receiving fixed income benefits, don't worry about it. Your benefit is fine. You will not lose your benefit. Your benefits are not ending. Nothing of the sort. I hope this helps you. Again, please like the video down below. Thumbs up button. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you. Hope you're having a nice day. Please subscribe down below as well. Big subscribe button waiting for you down there. Thank you. Really appreciate your support. Also, please make sure to check out the other videos here on the channel. Nearly 5,000 videos in the video library. I've hand selected some very popular videos for you down below in the comment section and the top of the description as well. Check those out. Otherwise, right now showing up on your screen as well, you'll see some videos there. Check those out. Otherwise, enjoy your day. Have a nice one. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again later in the next video.